A big energy portal is opening in this first full moon of this new astrological year, and its focus is on relationships of all kinds. So my intention for this video is to help you to understand this lunar eclipse full moon and Libra energy, how it will look, how it will feel, so that you can assess, reflect, journal, and release to allow your manifestations to materialize. But before we get started, don't forget to grab your journal or notebook and something to write with, as well as grab a tea and your candle, and let's get started. Now, this big energy portal, as you know, is the lunar eclipse that is happening in this full moon in Libra starting on March 25th at 3 a.m. at 5 degrees Libra. Now, its energetic theme is about relationships, not just your one-on-one relationships, but your contracts, your agreements, your partnerships, your business partnerships, your collaborations, your friendships, your marriage, and so on, and how they affect you emotionally. Now, this lunar eclipse embodies the energy of letting go, embracing endings, finding the hidden truths, and making those major decisions to clean up and move out all the things that aren't allowing you to grow. Now, since this lunar eclipse is in the full moon in Libra, Libra's energy is about harmony, fairness, and balance. And since Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, it also embodies beauty and grace, luxury. So it's a very receiving energy. Now, this theme is going to be asking you to look at the areas of your life where Venus is in, where Libra is in, and your 7th house. Now, all of this information you can find in your natal chart. Now, when you start to get into your natal chart, you want to start assessing whether the relationships in these areas are balanced, harmonious, and fair. Do they bring you joy? Do they bring beauty and grace into your life? And if not, this is that time to start releasing them to allow new relationships to come into your life. Now, the purpose of the release is to lovingly let go of the relationship energies that no longer serve its purpose for your growth, and to call back your own energy to be used into new relationships so that you can manifest from a place of being whole and well. And therefore, your manifestations can start to support your health, your joy, and your prosperity. So let's take a moment to assess your intentions from the past new moons, since this is a new astrological year. So, what intentions did you set? What action steps have you taken to activate the intentions you set? What have you been saying to yourself about your intentions? Have your beliefs been aligned to what you were requesting? How have you been connecting to your higher self, your ancestors, your spirit team, your angels, guides, God, the divine, and how often? And last, have you been taking action on their nudges? You know, those things that might even sound crazy, those promptings that were moving you towards what you were requesting to manifest. Now, at any point, you can feel free to pause this video so that you can start reflecting and journaling on these assessment questions. So now that we assessed your previous new moon intentions, and we are moving into this full moon phase, let's assess your previous full moon manifestations. So, did you give gratitude? And if so, for what? And how often? What did you forgive yourself for and others? So what mistakes, regrets, and challenges did you accept and give grace to yourself and others? Did you try to control the complete manifestation, or did you give space and surrender the other part to the divine, to God, so that the spirit realm can do its part? And last, did you cut any cords of energy that no longer served its purpose for your growth? Did you call back any of your energy that is no longer serving others? And did you connect with your higher self, your ancestors, your spirit team, God, the divine, to confirm which cords you should be cutting? Now feel free to pause the video to start reflecting and journaling on these questions. So now that we have assessed your previous intentions and manifestations, let's move into this lunar eclipse and full moon in Libra energy. Now, in the earlier part of the video, I talked about this being a very big energy portal. And with big energy also comes big emotions that create very dramatic changes in your life. Now, the effects of this energy can be felt for at least 36 days and can last up to 6 months. Now, these emotions may be related to repressed anger due to not expressing vocally the unfairness that you are experiencing in your relationships. Remember, relationships are not just one-on-one. They also include agreements, contracts, collaborations, partnerships, could be business partnerships. You also could be experiencing some form of fear, a fear of success, fear of survival, or fear of taking action. You see, these type of emotional blockages are stored in your lower back and your kidneys, which are also ruled by Libra. So during this time, it may be helpful for you to work with some healing techniques such as Reiki, reflexology, or even getting a lymphatic drainage done to you. And this is to help support moving these emotions out of your body as you're processing these unexpressed emotions so that you can get to a place of whole and well. Now, to add to that, it's really helpful to start establishing some form of grounding practice if you don't have one. Now, when you are grounded, it will help you to vocally express yourself because you know who you are. It helps you to build the confidence that you need to stand in your own power. And once you start to feel that power, you then establish boundaries to start maintaining that power. And those boundaries are then spoken vocally to ensure that you are always staying whole and well. So we offer human design readings, and this is to help you to understand your energy so that you can manage it by making decisions and taking actions that are specifically to you. Now, we are all born with a unique way of using our own energy, but society and our parents and so on have convinced us that our energy to use our energy the same way as everyone else. And this misusage is what causes us to lack motivation, to procrastinate, to struggle. Now, when we align ourselves back to our energetic blueprint, we get to call back our energy. We get to call back the energy so that we can start manifesting from a place of whole and well. So you can check out the link in the description box so that you can learn more about our readings on our website. So here are some journal prompts that you can reflect and journal on as you are reviewing the areas of your life where Venus is in, the house or houses where Libra is in your chart, and the 7th house, as well as the zodiac sign that is in that 7th house. Now, all of this information is in your natal chart. So here's the questions. What are 3 things that you are grateful for in your relationship and why? How have they created balance, harmony, and or joy in your life? What relationships did you give your power away to, where you became too dependent on? Why? And how would you change it now to balance it out? What relationships were you too passive and indecisive in, and why? And how would you change it to balance it out? What relationships do you have to forgive yourself for? Can you accept that the relationship was here to teach you a lesson? And what were you able to learn from that relationship? How can you use this experience in its highest vibration going forward? And last, how will you allow yourself to surrender any unexpressed emotions from these relationships? How will you connect with the divine, higher self, your ancestors, your spirit team, so that you know which relationships are ready to be completely cut out of your life, and so that you can call back your energy for healing and restoration? So take the time during this lunar eclipse, full moon in Libra, big energy portal to see what is coming up for you to be released, to allow for your manifestations to come through. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, please feel free to like so that others can see, and share so that others can learn and heal. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button so that you're notified when a new video has been posted. Now leave us a comment and let us know how you are doing during this lunar eclipse full moon in Libra. Your comments are helpful because you can be helping another individual who might be going through what you are going through. And we'll see you in the next video.